Welcome back, everybody. This is Eric here with Iraq Veteran 8888. Today, I've got another top 5 guns video for you, and I'm going to be talking about the top 5 wilderness survival guns. That's right. Lots of folks like to go out into nature, and sometimes that puts us into some dangerous territory. Maybe we're dealing with some big cats, some bears, no telling what other dangers you might see in the woods, maybe a chupacabra, or maybe even Bigfoot for that matter. So what type of gun would I take out into the wilderness to ensure that I can survive? And, you know, I've made a similar video to this before, but it's been a long time since I've really pondered on this question. Like, what type of guns would I find useful to have on me if I know that survival is the main focus here, and if I need to potentially defend myself against some very large animals? That's kind of the vein in which we're going to explore today's top 5 guns video. Before we get started, I would like to thank our friends at OTIS Technologies. If you need any type of gun cleaning stuff, they are absolutely your go-to source. They have their amazing pull-through cleaning kits. If any of you are ever in the military like I was, you remember the little black kits that you got from Otis with the little pull-through, pull-through to muzzle cleaning kits. Very handy. You can clean your guns easily in the field without having to fully disassemble them. They have a ton of different stuff. Also, their brand Shooter's Choice, they have a lot of great stuff with Shooter's Choice as well. So check out the link in the description box below, and you can use my link to go over there and check out their stuff and tell them that Eric sent you. Go get yourself some cleaning materials for your gun, Otis Technologies, and tell them that Eric sent you. All right, so without any sort of order, we're just going to go ahead and get cracking here. All right, so I chose for number 1, and again, these are not really in any sort of particular order, a suppressed rimfire pistol. I think that this is a very indispensable thing to have in your survival kit. So even if you're not going to carry a lot of guns out into, let's just say, a potentially dangerous environment, something like a little trapping pistol is a great thing to have. You can take small game with this. You can protect yourself against, let's just say, two-legged threats if need be. So a 22 pistol does fill a lot of potential voids in a survival type of scenario. You are going to be a little bit limited on magazine capacity, but the nice thing about a 22 is you can carry a lot of ammo with you, so you'll have plenty of ammo. Now, is this what I would want to have if a giant bear or a big cat was coming after me? Probably not. We're going to get to that. But I think a 22 is a pretty indispensable thing to have in your kit. Let's say that maybe you don't want to mess with a 22 pistol and you want to have something like a larger format pistol, or maybe a kind of compact rifle, or maybe even a rifle in 22. I'm definitely going to recommend the Ruger 1022. Now, this one is set up with a brace. This is my favorite configuration of the Ruger 1022. You can see that we have a Volquartsen carbon fiber barrel with a suppressor here. This is an AAC element. And we have the Deep 6 chassis from Enoch Industries, which is a really, really sweet piece of gear. Okay, and that allows for the large barrel and suppressor to clear in the channel here. All right, we have a 25-round magazine, a Trijicon red dot on here, which I'm actually going to pull this optic off and put something way more low profile on here than this. And we have a Magpul K Mo grip on this and a folding SB tactical brace. All right, this is also the Volquartsen trigger group that is on this particular gun. So this 1022 has been kind of tricked out a bit, but this definitely represents something that you can strap to the outside of your backpack, and maybe now you have a suppressed 22 that gives you a little bit more velocity than a handgun, but also has the additional capacity of having the larger magazines if you want to have some extra rounds on tap and have fast follow-up shots. And you would be surprised how a big cat or maybe even a bear could be dissuaded. Catching 25 rounds of something to the face or the eyeball or the throat would probably be rather uncomfortable. Is it what I would want to have if something was hell-bent on eating me? Probably not. But that's my number 2 choice, is a 1022 as a great survival option. I would totally always have a 22 in my bag, even if it's just a handgun with a few extra mags and a suppressor. That can do a lot of heavy lifting in the survival realm, okay? What if you want to carry a gun on your person that has a substantial amount of stopping power? Let's get into, maybe the handgun territory. Now, a lot of guides will carry a .44 Magnum, right? This is a DX Classic with a 4-power scope that is on this particular gun. Okay, so this is a great 44 Magnum that gives good velocity. You can carry this in a chest rig and have it on your person. You've got good power, good stopping power, good accuracy, good range. You can hunt with this pistol. You can shoot deer with this pistol. You can protect yourself against large cats and bears with this pistol. This gun will do anything that you need it to do. Now, granted, one of the downsides to this pistol is it only holds 6 shots. Okay, so it's not like you have a ton of capacity, and it is rather cumbersome and slow to reload, especially in a, let's say, a panicked survival mode. Say a big animal's coming at you and you've emptied this gun, you're going to have a real pickle of a time trying to get some more rounds back in that thing. So another option for a on-the-person type of pistol that has a good amount of power, I would suggest the Glock Model 40 MOS. I actually sold my MOS. I don't have it anymore. But the Glock 40 MOS, a long slide 10 millimeter, great option. You get 41 Magnum power in a semi-automatic, good barrel length, good velocity. You know, put a good red dot on it, put it in a chest rig, and there you go. You got a long slide 10 millimeter Glock, fast follow-up shots, fast magazine reloads. I would say that if I knew I was going into a potentially dangerous situation, like I know I'm probably going to, deal with a big cat or a bear, I would want an auto loader over the wheel gun. That's just me. But a 44 Magnum's a great choice. A semi-auto 10 millimeter is a great choice. And both of those are definitely going to get you in the right direction. Some guides carry 500 Magnums and 460 Magnums if they're really wanting the extra power. That's fine. Now that does lead us to gun number 4. Okay, a lot of guides in Alaska carry short shotguns. Okay, typically they carry a shotgun with a pistol grip only, and they'll have it tied to their backpack or slung across their back, or maybe in some sort of a scabbard where they can reach back and grab it easy. And they use those primarily for any potential bear defense. They may have a Glock 9mm on their hip, perhaps some type of heavy caliber Glock like a 10mm, or a wheel gun on their hip, of course. But then they'll have something like this loaded with some Berniki Black Magic slugs. That would be my choice. A 1 1/3 ounce slug from Berniki called the Black Magic. It is used for bear defense in many parts of Alaska. Okay, this is a semi-auto Mossberg 990 with a stock. This is a 14.5-inch barrel on this particular gun, so it is a rather short setup that is very compact, easy to shoot, fast follow-up shots, very good trigger, very reliable. This is a fantastic lightweight shotgun that you can keep on your kit, tie it to the side of your pack, put it in a scabbard, have it on your person. If you really want to have some big bore stopping power, this is something that is a great option to have if you're in bear country, big cat country, or dangerous animal country like Big 5 in Africa. I would not feel unarmed with a good 12-gauge shotgun, really, against any dangerous animal on the entire planet. I could probably protect myself with this just fine. Now, if a big water buffalo or rhino or something was staring me down, or an elephant, would I want something more, with a little more power? Yeah, probably so. So that leads us to choice number 5. So if I'm going to carry a rifle, this is absolutely my favorite general purpose survival / hunting rifle that I have. This is a Ruger M77 Mark II all-weather. This is a blued action in the boat paddle stock. I sort of put this gun together from 2 different guns. I ditched the wooden stock and found myself a Zytel stock. This is a 9.3 by 62. All right, so you get 4 rounds in the magazine and 1 in the chamber. So for dangerous game, especially African game, if you're hunting the Big 5, you can hunt the Big 5 with this gun. It is considered the minimal medicine for hunting, big dangerous cats, or hunting, lions and tigers and elephants and things like that. Now, this gun will absolutely dispatch anything that walks on this planet with proper shot placement. This would absolutely devastate a bear. This would absolutely devastate a moose, an elk, a large animal, big cat, you name it. And what I like about this gun is you have fast follow-up shots. The bolt is quick to work. It doesn't kick so hard that you can't rattle shots off out of it quickly. Versus if you're carrying a double rifle, you're going to have one follow-up shot in a double rifle. And double rifles usually are chambered in absolutely crazily powerful cartridges, whereby the 9.3 by 62 probably kicks a little bit harder than your average 30-06 and nothing more. So I thought this rifle was a good choice to fill the slot. If you are, let's just say, walking around in the wilderness, maybe you're hunting, but you don't know if a dangerous animal might come after you while you're trying to hunt. Well, why not make this your hunting rifle that you can totally take a deer or an elk or a moose with, but then if a giant bear tries to eat you, you've definitely got something that is going to run a hole straight through them. This gun shoots 300 grain solids, and it does it with some boring regularity and accuracy and power. And I really like that particular rifle a lot, and that's why I wanted to include it. All right, so number 6 is our wild card slot. Every 5 guns actually has a 6th gun in it. This is our wild card. This is my Wesley Richards double. Now, this particular gun has a shotgun barrel, and on one side, a rifle barrel and 5.77 450 Martini Henry. This gun was built in the 1800s. I didn't have a modern combination gun to show you. All of my combination guns are old school ones, which is fine, but they do make modern combination guns, which are great for your survival toolkit. Say that you just want to have one gun, maybe with a nice powerful rifle on one side, and maybe a 22 barrel on the other, or maybe a shotgun barrel and a 22 barrel. That is a very famous combination for combination guns, is to have a smoothbore 12 gauge and a 22. Usually on an over and under configuration. You can shoot just about any small game with a 22. You can shoot fowl and birds and other things that are flying through the air with a bird shot out of the shotgun barrel. And then if you need to take out something larger, you have a shotgun slug that you can put in the shotgun barrel. That is an option. This particular one is a 12 gauge and a 5.77 Martini Henry cartridge on the left side. Okay, so this can pretty much shoot just about anything that walks with the right load. And these were used in South Africa quite a bit. This is a South Africa trade gun. This one was sent to South Africa by Wesley Richards. This is not a finely engraved model or anything like that. This is an export model. So this is definitely a working man's Wesley Richards. And it has the platinum lined express sights. Really cool historical gun that has definitely put some food on the table for somebody, and really cool addition to today's top 5 guns video to show you what a combination gun can do for you. So that's been today's top 5 guns. I hope you all enjoyed today's video. We always like to show off some cool stuff, maybe some things you weren't considering. What is your favorite wilderness walkout type of gun? If you're going to survive in the wilderness, what guns do you take with you? Do you like my choices, or are my choices wrong? Let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to know what you think. Again, check out the link below if you want to pick up anything from OTIS, and a big thanks to them for supporting our content over the years. Check out OTIS Technologies. We have many more videos on the way, much more to come, and we'll see you soon.